The epic and unbeatable at Scrabble. The Nerds with Attitude!
Did you see the post-credit scene?
The one of the crazy white man building his own shield?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw this. I saw it. I was like, this nigga here trying to build his own. What, out of just regular metals? That's what you're gonna do? Okay, that you know that shield is a little bit more than just regular metal and steel, right? Yeah. Okay, whatever. I mean, they could at least get that man some vibranium or something. Not vibranium, but adamantium or something, man.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, to be fair, the original shield for Captain America was useful.
Yep, his the one that wasn't round, the one that wasn't round.
Yeah.
The other one. I mean, and that's what U.S. agent normally has. He has a shield similar to that, not a round one like he's doing. Yeah.
I think it's gonna be like that design. He's gonna go for like it's gonna be more stars and stripes.
I am Captain America.
Yeah.
That dude is consumed by his identity. That's crazy.
All right. Well, you was hearing us. You know this is episode number 5, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. We are N.W.A. Nerds with Attitude. What do we do here? Well, you know, it's in our name. We're nerds with attitude, and we talk about nerd stuff with attitude. Yeah, I was.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, we're nerds. We got chewed.
The voices that you hear are my brethren, my other dudes of this group, and my legit brothers, like not blood brothers, but you know what I mean. Anyway, I have Owen Rage, Isaac.
What up, everybody?
And Animus Prime, JR.
What is up, peoples?
And like I said, we are talking about Winter Soldier, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So many things happened in this episode that I was so excited for. I don't even know where to start, in all honesty. But did you guys enjoy this episode?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. This was fantastic. Fantastic episode.
Were there any, like, I heard there was a cameo. There was supposed to be a big, well, it wasn't necessarily supposed to be a big cameo, but there was going to be a significant character that was going to be introduced in this episode. I'm assuming.
I had to look her up.
I know who she is.
I think it's it was that woman.
Yeah, it had to be her, and she's the second Madam Hydra. For those who don't know who she is.
That's Madam Hydra.
Yeah, she's the second Madam Hydra, and then she's like, because she got introduced in Strange Tales, like I think it's like 158, 159. But it was in the back of with Nick Fury when Nick Fury had a book. He was the agent of Shield, and she is basically to Nick Fury, she's like Catwoman to Batman. That's what she is pretty much to Nick Fury. Like she hasn't done too much. I mean, she is the second Madam Hydra. She hasn't done too much. Like the most significant thing that I can recall was in Secret Wars, and she was a Skrull. She was one of the Skrulls. God. Yeah, and that's the only thing I can like really remember, because like she's a, for all intents and purposes, she's an obscure character, but the way she came in the show and everything, when she came in the show, like I feel like she is setting him up to be U.S. agent, and I think he might be. I don't think she might be like reviving Hydra or something like that though. I think she might be a part of, because I know she also she played with the Thunderbolts, if memory serves correctly. So she might be she might getting him to be the Captain America, quote unquote, for the Thunderbolts.
Ooh, that's interesting. This whole time, I legit forgot that there was a Madam Hydra.
Yeah, there's like
confused by this woman.
3, maybe 4 of them.
I had no idea. I had never heard of Madam Hydra before this. When she showed up in the show, I was like, Elaine! And then I was like, I have to go watch Seinfeld again. Just like, you want to go on?
But the way she was acting, I was like, okay, you're obviously a significant character that's gonna show up later. I just don't know who. And then she had like that long ass name. It sounds familiar. I don't even remember what the name was.
Yeah.
It sounded familiar.
Allegra de Fontaine or something like that.
Fontaine. Okay, I remember character name Fontaine. It's not that, but
oh man, there's so much stuff to unpack in this. Like, let's go to back into the beginning. This man, Party City Cap, ran away into a warehouse to cry. Oh no, I done messed up. Oh no. And then my biggest thing was during that fight with Sam, Bucky versus him. Why was he so much better than both of them combined? I can understand Sam. I can understand Sam, but Bucky?
I mean, I think he was just getting into like the groove of having the serum into him, because he's not a bad fighter. It's established that he's not a bad fighter. He just couldn't like take on these super soldiers and better trained fighters.
Yeah, I get that, but
like, with the serum into him, like he's jacked up. Like he's jacked up and he's more vicious. And I guess they're both trying to be careful because they know that he's not in his right mind.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I didn't even think about that, but I'm just like, man.
Yeah.
Bucky should have been able to 1v1 him by himself. And Bucky was having a hard time against him. I get Sam, and the whole time though during that fight, I was hoping like, is the Dora Milaje finna show up and help them niggas? Yeah. Like they getting dropped, man. They're not doing real good right now, man. Can somebody help them, please?
Nah, the Dora Milaje is kind of salty with those guys.
So it was an interesting fight. In all honesty, it was cool. And though there's parts in it, like when Sam pulled out his wings and flew up with the shield, and he was on that the forklift and pulling them down. Man, all Sam had to do was just let go and let that man fall. That's all he had to do, because there was so much tension and everything. All you did was just let go. He would have hit the back of his head. No matter a super soldier serum in him, he would have been down. He might not have been dead, but he would have been down. Because at that point, he didn't have his little Party City cap hat thing that barely fit on him. It wasn't on, so like he was getting dropped. He should have been dropped, but like I felt some type of way when he pulled Sam down, yanked him out the air, and ripped off his wings. I was like, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, that kind of hurt. I was like, oh damn, you killed his name.
But after all that was said and done, I do like if anybody knew about Sam's contact, if anybody knew about him, I do like the fact that Sam practically gave him the wings so he could become the next Falcon, because he is the next Falcon in the comics anyway. So I feel I feel like he will be a part of Sam's little run as Captain America, however long that is, at least until they redo contracts and stuff. What's the face comes back, but at the same time, this ain't the movies ain't comics. Like anything that changes in comics is indefinitely. It always goes back to status quo. These movies, on the other hand, that might change. Though he might be part of the Young Avengers. So I don't know. They might put him on Young Avengers, but I did like that nod.
Along with Patriot. Yep.
Speaking of this man, Patriot, he tried to punk down that man Sam while he was shooting ball, and then he messed around and bricked. He was like, check, and then he shot. I was like, man, nigga, you missed. What? If you don't get that, he was like, I'm gonna be back there. Okay, whatever. What you gonna do? Your grandpa got this. Though
like your granddaddy is strong as hell.
I will say this. During that exchange, I feel like that was like the best moment. Because there was a lot of great moments in there, but it was like a best moment, a great moment, at least for me, as a black man. That little talk and everything, and the way that I don't know the actor name who plays Isaiah, but he did a great job. He was doing a great job portraying him, and
he's amazing.
And like that. I'm not gonna lie, I can't speak for Isaac, but I was a little triggered. I got a little triggered as he was telling the story and everything, and I was like, man, it's messed up because it's true.
I was I was feeling emotion. There was something rumbling up inside of me, like when he was talking about like his time in prison and how his people got captured, and instead of the government wanted to bust them out, he wanted to drop a bomb on them to get rid of the evidence. And he was like, they treated them, they're not evidence, they were my brothers. And I was tearing up around that point. I was
that right here, that hit me too. And
that part got me pretty good. I can't lie.
Yeah.
That whole conversation was just an emotional roller coaster, and it was amazing.
And at the same time, I get why Isaiah is the way the bitter old man he is, because he has every right to be.
Absolutely.
It just feels like he gave up on the idea that there would be a black.
Yeah, and
that's what kind of saddens me.
Yeah, and like when Sam was like, "Man, it's times are changed now and everything." Like I know people, and then Isaiah was like, "Do you really think times are changed?" And the sad thing about it, every word he was saying was true. Like it's heartbreaking to say something like that, but like every word he was saying is true. Like even in real life. Like it's just that whole scene like hit me real hard, and that's probably one of those scenes from Marvel that's probably gonna stick with me for the longest time. I was already weary and going into watching. I mean, I was hyped to see Falcon and Winter Soldier in general. When this got announced, I was happy because I like Falcon and Winter Soldier. Those two some of my favorite characters from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But like my biggest thing was because I knew about Sam and the actor Anthony Mackie. I know how big of race and stuff he is, and especially the type of characters he's played over the years. And I was worried that this whole show was gonna be the race card, the black card, but it's not.
Yeah, that it would be kind of pandering to it.
Yeah. And it's not, and that's what I'm really happy about. It could have got turned into a black thing, but it didn't. And I'm happy.
It's funny because like Sam is the one early on in the show, he was the one that was angry about the fact that there was, nobody knew about Isaiah and so on and so forth. But then Sam is the one that came forward later on and was like, "Hey, look, we can change this now. Things are different. I have the shield." And Isaiah looked at him and he's like, "You think because you're carrying around a white man's shield that things are just gonna magically change?" And it's like Sam in having to go fight those battles that he did go fight. It's like it changed his whole perception because it was not like whether the world is ready or not to have a black Captain America. I think Sam realized that wasn't the point. It was just the fact that the world needed a Captain America and a good one at least.
Yeah,
and Walker wasn't doing the job. Well, I mean, I can't say that he wasn't doing the job because he was doing the job. He just unhinged, basically.
They need to do a better, psych eval to these people. Seriously.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. But after that scene right there, we go to Sam's home, and then we with the boat and everything, and my boy Bucky shows up, one handing these parts just out here, and then he made a pass at Sam's sister.
Shoot, man.
I'm not gonna lie, I felt that man pain. I would have reacted the same damn way. I don't care how super you are, nigga. You could die. That's all you need to know.
It was so funny because Bucky was having trouble with women at the beginning, and all of a sudden he's turned into this. Well, that's actually the funny thing. Bucky used to be a ladies' man. You watch the first Captain America, he had two girls on his arm, so he was a ladies' man, and he just forgot how to do it. And all of a sudden he came back. He was like, "All I have to do is play it cool." But he played it cool after a long time.
I got a metal arm with certain functions. Why wouldn't a woman want me?
Oh my god.
A line that I loved to hear during that whole boat scene was when he was fixing that pipe with not his robot hand, and Sam asked him about it. He was like, "Well, I'm right-handed." I'm like, "Yeah,
yeah,
I have to be."
Yeah,
I don't think about the right arm sometimes.
Yeah, that was great. I mean, and I enjoyed their chemistry especially. And he was like, "Man, you don't gotta do all that. You can stay at my house. Just don't flirt with my sister." And it was funny because I think that was genuine. I don't think he was doing that to mess with Sam. I think he was legitimately trying to holler at Sam's sister without messing with him.
Yeah, I saw their looks. I saw them two looking at each other. I'm like, ooh. Sparks?
He's like, "And don't look. You can stay at the house. It's totally fine, but don't flirt with my sister, or else I'll have Ed cut you up and shoot you to the face." Bucky was like, "Oh, okay." It's like no matter how much of a super soldier he is, he knows not to mess with an older brother.
Yeah, basically, that whole part with the boats and everything, that was such a good lighthearted moment. Because in the beginning it shows how much he really wants to keep the boat, how he wants to fix it, and now they couldn't sell it. Even if they did fix it, they're like, "No, we can't sell this. This is part of our legacy," and stuff like that. And that's what this whole series is about. It's legacy. And they bring everybody in their community coming in and chipping in to help. That was such a good human moment with all the characters. It was really good.
Yeah, and then their bro moment with the shield when Sam was trying to practice with the shield, throwing the shield and everything. The bro moment.
Okay, I was kind of confused later on because when Sam was training, he was having a hard time catching the shield.
I think he was throwing. I think the way he was throwing it, because he wasn't when he was with Bucky, they were just throwing it like two dudes throwing a baseball.
Frisbee.
Yeah, like a frisbee. This he was trying to throw it like how Steve does. He was trying to throw it and learn how to catch it and everything. That's what he was having.
Trying to use it while doing parkour. And shit.
Which
I get that.
Which they couldn't fool me during that montage of training. And I'm a sucker for montages, but there's parts in there, like especially when he's doing the flips.
I saw that stunt double.
Yeah, I was like, that ain't that nigga Anthony Mackie. That's clear, a different nigga. And then when he threw the shield and tried to catch it, I was like, that wasn't Anthony Mackie trying to catch that shield. That was another nigga. And then I was like, when he was running, I was like, why are they changing two different black dudes while he's running? He's just running. Why does he need a stunt double? I was like, y'all niggas not slick. What you trying to say? We all look alike? Is that what you trying to say?
Yeah, I noticed. Like, I don't think you ever see. I don't know what it is. It's you see him from the back. You're looking at his legs, and I'm like, wait. Those muscles look different.
Right, right.
Like I don't remember. Was it in the Winter Soldier movie when you see him jogging? That was when he was in shorts.
Yeah.
You see like his leg muscles. Okay. You see his leg muscles there, and you seen his leg muscles here, and they look completely different for some reason. I don't know why. That's like the one detail I noticed.
Oh no, I noticed that too. Also, there was times where this man Sam magically was taller and skinnier than what he was. I was like, what the fuck is this? Y'all terrible at this cutting.
I mean, I know that he is usually in like casual clothes or in his super suit.
Yeah,
that kind of adds 10 pounds. Kind of adds muscle mass. But now he's like looks like a basketball player physique type physique.
Yeah. And then it was also they put his stunt double when he was doing the push-ups. There was a time when he was doing push-ups, like that's not because there was sun. He was doing the sun and the sun was in the shot, so you couldn't see him. But I paused. That wasn't that nigga. That was not him. And I was like, he's doing push-ups. Well, you telling me Anthony Mackie can't do push-ups? Is that what you telling me?
Wow.
I don't know, man. It's just, I don't know, the whole montage thing. That was funny. It was just parts in there. I was laughing. I was just like, that was funny. And then he said that
part.
I'll continue.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, speaking of that part, I feel like I totally called this. I don't know if I made a bold prediction about this or not, but Bucky apologized
to Zemo.
No, to Sam. He was like, me and Steve never thought about the repercussions of giving what it means to give the shield to a black man, and I'm sorry for that. It's like, oh,
I don't remember just talking about
that.
Yeah, it was before.
I was sitting in the parking lot because I went to go get my second shot of the vaccine this morning. I was sitting in the parking lot watching this show, and I had to hold back tears during that part. So I was like, oh, wow. I was not expecting that.
Good moments. There's a lot of good moments.
Yeah, I still think, because Steve didn't know about Isaiah, I put it on everything. If Steve knew about Isaiah, he would have wrote that wrong. He would have wrote that wrong.
Yeah, I was thinking the whole time, like all of today, like what if Steve was still around, like he was in his younger self, and he met Isaiah, like that would have been like a huge wake up call for him. Like, oh geez, what is going on here?
He would have wrote that wrong. That's what I 100% feel. That would have been fixed. That would have been fixed 100%. But yeah, man, I like that whole thing. And then we see more of what's her name, Carly and the Flag Smasher guys. This coat they got here, and and then
a little bit.
I was really hoping. I don't know why in my head I was hoping for Omega Red, not Batroc the Leaper. I wanted Omega Red so bad. I don't know why. I was thinking like when they showed that scene with what's her face? What's her
Jared?
name? Yeah, her. When they showed her, one, I guess all the theories are out there now, or correct, I guess. I mean, they haven't confirmed it yet, but like, I guess it's right that she's the power broker, I'm assuming. No?
That's what I guess.
Yeah.
It
She
feels
does
that
have
way.
that vibe that something's going on with her behind me.
But when she was on the phone and that dude was yelling at her in a different language, I was like, is that Russian? Oh man, please let it be Russian. Oh man, is this Omega Red? Oh man, please let it be Omega Red. Then we see this nigga walk up. I was like, Omega Red don't wear purple. Oh man, it's Batroc the Leaper. Nobody care about this nigga, man.
I honestly keep forgetting he's in the MCU.
It's funny. I could have like corrected that for you, Walt, because I wasn't even looking at my phone during that part, and yeah, French was my first language,
Oh, it was
and I can
French.
still understand it a little bit. So I was looking away, and I heard him yelling on the phone. And I was like, I understand everything he's saying. That's Batroc.
Like how I knew that it was Backtrack, like it was subtitled.
Maybe in
It
my
was
head.
a Backtrack speaking French.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it was in the subtitle.
Oh, I didn't have subtitles on. I didn't have subtitles.
Oh.
Like even if I didn't have subtitles, I know like what French sounds
Yeah,
like.
look,
And
man.
if I heard French and I heard yelling,
In my
I would've
heart of
put
hearts,
two.
I wanted to be Omega Red.
One day.
I wanted to be
One-
Omega Red. It wasn't Omega
One day.
Red. I was sad. Okay, I should have heard the French. I just heard another language. I was like, Omega Red! Oh, snap! I got all excited for nothing. I just wish I was
As
like,
soon as you hear a different language, you just fill in what language you want it to be.
That's basically
Speaking
what
Spanish, you're like, oh shit, that's Russian.
And then when you saw I saw the case, I was like, wait, so are they doing the Omega Red not having the things in his arms and stuff? Okay, that's cool. And then they panned up, I saw Purple Jack, I was like, Omega Red don't wear purple. He's not Omega Purple. Why is this man wearing purple? Okay, I wear whatever. And then the camera panned and then his face, I was like, son of a bitch. That's not Omega Red. That's the Leaper. Nobody care about him. What?
I mean, there were clues that it was Backtrack.
Yeah, I know. Hindsight now,
she was
I
like-
saw the
yeah,
I saw the clues and everything. I wanted an Omega Red, JR. Damn it, I wanted Omega Red.
Okay.
I like Omega Red, okay? He would have been perfect for this. That was in Madripoor. And
mean-
everything. Omega Red should have showed up. He just should have like, surprise, I'm Omega Red. Hell, I would have took Taskmaster too. They could have did Taskmaster. I don't care.
I mean, we're
The Leaper?
we're getting him in a movie.
The Leaper though, and why does he want revenge on Falcon? Falcon wasn't even the one who dropped him. Cap was.
I mean, he's associated with Captain America, and I guess since he's gone, he's gonna go to the next best thing, Falcon.
Well, plus he beat the shit out of the Leaper in like the first episode.
Did he?
Yeah, that was the guy he was chasing.
Was it?
Was it?
Yes. Oh my god, guys.
I honestly don't.
Because I thought that everything blowed up. I thought all the helicopters and stuff exploded and everything.
Okay, I remember that there was a guy that leapt out of the helicopter at the last minute. We don't see him again.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was him, though.
Well,
Yeah.
I didn't. Damn.
Well, okay, sure, whatever, man.
Context makes sense, right?
Yeah, man. I was just all blinded.
Too obscure of a character.
He is. You're not wrong. But I was so blinded by the whole Falcon movie that first 10 minutes. I didn't really care who he was chasing. I just wanted him to get the dude and do Falcon stuff. That's all I wanted. But,
right.
And you can tell how much I care about the Leaper. I didn't even know that nigga looked like him. I knew it was when it was in this episode.
Yeah.
The moment I saw him.
He was like yelling in French in a comedic way. I was like, oh, that's the Leaper. No other.
Frere Jacques, mother. Anyway, man.
Hello, Jacques.
We finally get to the end. I was so freaking hyped for this. When he put his hand on the suitcase from Wakanda, and they teased the fuck out of us.
Oh yeah, they did.
I was so angry.
I was like, is that the costume? Is that the costume?
That is Captain America
costume. And the way his facial expression, he was like, oh, here goes. I was just like, oh snap! Please let it be please let me get an end credit scene. Please let it be an end credit scene. Nah, I get this nigga trying to be fake Iron Man, making his own shield. Nobody care about him. Man, nobody. That was the worst end credit scene ever. That's one of those end credit scenes. If I was sitting there in the movies and I saw that, I would have threw my popcorn at the freaking screen.
I don't know. It's not quite that bad. It's not as
it is terrible.
It's not as bad as waiting until the end of Spider-Man: Homecoming, and then Captain America walks on screen. It's like, so you waited for nothing.
That one is better than that.
I feel like it was for nothing though. I feel like it's like a combination of what's to come. Because he's so unhinged. He's going like, I am Captain America, and now he's here making his suit, making his own.
I don't care about.
Suit.
I mean, he probably still got his suit. He probably still got his suit. He probably gonna change it a little bit, make it more Party City like. But like him just in his shed making a shield. That's.
He's probably gonna do like the black suit, like the black Captain America suit.
Yeah.
Real original.
I would like to see that.
Real original.
Yeah, I'd like to see that because I actually am a fan of it.
That's the stealth suit though.
Yeah, but still, he's going on a darker path, so why not have the black suit?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, maybe you're right. Nobody cared about that, man. Anyway, I was so hyped. I wanted to see it. I guess we see it next. And I guess I gotta add to my 3 Spider-Man costumes. I gotta give me a Captain America costume, huh? Is that what y'all telling me? Gotta give me a Captain America
pretty much.
costume. I was real close to getting a Falcon costume. I was really close. But then I was like, man, I don't look like that nigga. So I just...
Yeah, you do. If you put it on, you could like sell photo ops in town.
Dude, yeah, just
I hate both of y'all. Ah, man. This was a great episode if you just couldn't understand. And I'm fresh off it too. I'm on the high right now on this episode. So it was a great episode. Out of how many Captain America shields do you guys give it, Isaac?
Are we doing out of 10?
Out of 5.
Out of 5. I give it 5 out of 5.
JR?
Yeah, I'll give it 5 for me as well.
Yeah, man, I gotta agree with y'all too. Like this episode had everything. Even though the beginning of this whole ride, it feels like a 6-hour movie because it doesn't feel like a show.
Yep.
It does not feel like a show. But this episode right here, it felt like that climax of the movie, like the hype part of the movie. Like we're in the end game, pun intended, for this movie now, and that was the hype moment, and they left me off on a great cliffhanger. I was just like, you son of a bitch. Same bat time, same bat channel, I guess.
I guess.
But tell us in the comments down
I
below.
keep forgetting that we have like one more episode after this.
Yeah, that's one
like,
more.
Yeah,
That's
it's gonna be
really-
finale.
It's funny because like after this episode finished, I was like, dang, that was a fantastic show. And I thought about it, I was like, wait a second, got another episode.
And I totally forgot about the part where Carly like takes over it's not the UN. Like there's like this whole room of senators like talking about something. I don't even know what they're talking about. And
Oh, they're trying
hijack the whole-
to.
the
do
G,
the
the G,
or whatever.
whatever C, the G, whatever C.
Yeah.
Okay. And they're just hijacking their meeting, I guess. And that's where it kind of ended. Like,
Man, nobody care about them people either.
yeah, I kind of felt the same way because I was like, oh man, we were doing so good with all the other stuff, and then you just snap us back to reality. What's going on?
Nobody care about those people either. Yes, I am salty that Omega Red did not show up. Tell us in the comments down below if Omega Red should have showed up and what you thought about this episode. As we always, thank you for watching or listening or whatever you're doing. Thank you just for giving us support. We truly appreciate it. No matter if this is only get like 2 views. Like we appreciate you too, you beautiful, wonderful person here, for watching and listening. We appreciate it. As that, give us some likes, give us some comments, and give us some subscribes. Help us make 100. We at 80 right now. Help us get 100 subscribers. Help us get 100. Again, like I always say, show your attitude. You wonderful, beautiful nerd. Deuces.